Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Wednesday, September 18th, 2024. Finally, the big day arrived. Interest rate decision by Fed will be made today in the afternoon. Let's find out what else do we have in the economic calendar for today. Only the most important events are here on this calendar because those will be the actual events that matters today. CPI data from the UK in line with the expectations, 2.2%, so no big deal here. CPI data from the Eurozone is scheduled for release at 11 o'clock. The market participants expect CPI to decrease from 2.6% to 2.2%. At 2:30, building permits are scheduled for release from the US. Then at 4:30, crude oil inventories are scheduled for release from the US. And then the main event of the quarter, month, week, Fed interest rate decision, economic projections and statement scheduled for release at 8 o'clock. And 30 minutes later we start press conference. So interest rate decision by Fed is expected to be released at 8 o'clock, and the market participants expect the Fed to cut the rates from 5.5% to 5.25%. This cut is widely expected, which is why any surprise here might be, well, quite devastating for the markets, which means that the volatility will increase like no tomorrow. Very important thing here is to keep an eye and ear on a press conference for the statements, for the questions that will be asked by the journalists to the Fed chairman Jerome Powell. So this press conference might be even more violent and dynamic than the interest rate decision itself. So we know what to expect. We know that we need to wait for the few hours for the interest rate decision to arrive. Let's find out what is the situation on the markets right now. We start with the euro dollar, which is actually quite in a quite interesting place. Yesterday we went back up towards 1.1147, almost hitting the wave B high, as you can see. So now the newest levels will be just below this one. So there you go, 1.1147 local technical resistance. The market tested the technical support, local technical support, intraday technical support at 1.1117, made a local technical support a little bit lower, 1.1112, so no biggie here, just a few pips lower, and then we stay inside of this range, which is typical for the market behavior before the very important data release. Market is positioning itself ahead of the Fed interest rate decision. Of course, euro dollar will be affected strongly. So what will happen in a case of a cut? If there is a cut, then the market participants should see kind of a sell-off, because the market participants will sell the euro buying US dollar because it's cheaper. So we should see movement to the downside. However, please remember about the press conference that might actually disturb this plan and add something else unexpected, some comments, some remarks that are not quite approved by the market participants, and we might have a more violent session. Please notice that the dynamics of this session will start just before the interest rate decision, and then again during the FOMC press conference. So we might see upswings and downswings, and making any advanced technical analysis doesn't make any sense right now. We need to wait for the dust to settle down, and then we can see what is the situation. Now euro dollar is inside of the range, tight range, above the trend line. ABC to the downside completed. There still might be the triangle pattern from the technical point of view, so this might be the wave D, yeah, A, B, C, D. E to the downside, so the wave 4 eventually would be completed somewhere here, and then we will have this skewed expanded triangle, and then wave 5 to the upside might be developed. So that's the alternative take on the euro to dollar. Let's find out what is going on there. US dollar index, how the US dollar is doing. What I'm doing wrong is this. Yes, US dollar index, there you go. US dollar index, let me find out the daily time frame chart, and that's a very interesting situation as well. Look at this. Now this is the beginning of the 2024. We went up to the 106.46, then pullback, another attempt, failed, and then big sell-off towards the 148, which is the lowest level in 1 year. And now we tested this level once, we tested it for the second time. Are we making base for a further rally? Let's find out. We got this level for sure. That's an important level, important support from the end of 2023, beginning of 2024. 159. Now we know that the level of 100, and that was 40 something, right, was the newest local low. Let me just find out. 48. Actually, this is so marginal that we don't care yet for this level. So we got this very nice zone. It's rather let me just find my arrow. There you go. It's a rather narrow zone, right? So we got the test, we got the second test. Now if we break above this level here, which is the highest high after the low was made, 101.89, there's a chance for the market to rally. Of course, it all depends what Fed will say. One more thing I would like to point out is this channel. Look at this channel here. There you go. And yes, that's perfect channel I wanted to show you. This is the channel that was a parallel one on the daily time frame chart, and we fall out of the channel, tested it. You can see we tested the channel and then fall down again. Now any rally here will be, from the technical point of view, will be limited by this channel here. So we should expect this channel to be quite strong technical resistance. So if we rally somewhere around the level of 103.25, we should see some resistance. So that's the US dollar index. What else will react to the Fed? S&P 500 for sure. What is S&P 500 doing these days is testing the all-time high again, 5,669, and now we got 5,671 point higher. With this unexpected, look at this. This is daily time frame chart. What do we have here? Doji, almost doji, pin barish, shooting starish candle. Well, it warns. It's a warning for all of the traders that we might see a reversal to the downside. So please stay focused, stay vigilant, as the market is telling us already that something is cooking. Of course, from the downside, we can place a line. We can place a line here or even here for sure, and then make it thicker so we can see it straight on. Blue line is the line in the sun for the bulls. If we break below this line, then basically 5,400 will be tested, and then even 5,091 points will be tested soon. Very interesting situation, very interesting developments on the S&P 500. Of course, rate cut would likely be bullish for the S&P 500, so the market is eagerly awaits this decision finally. And last but not least, one more, gold. The last will be Bitcoin, of course. What the gold is doing, all-time highs, and this is unprecedented. Look at this, 2,589, almost 2,600 is the current level current level for the gold. Now the zone between 2,532 and 2000, and I just want to change this color here. Very fixed zone anyway. 2000, there you go. Yes, 5031 is now the new technical support. Okay, let me copy this arrow and I will place it here, temporarily all-time high. Let's make it clear and visible. 2589 temporary resistance. So the market keeps moving higher. Shallow lows are still being made. So we got the higher highs, higher lows. Pullbacks are shallower. We are still above 50 and 100 periods moving average. Please stay focused as the gold is trying to make another higher high, another all-time high, of course. So there is nothing here that could stop it except from the technical point of view, except this situation here. Where's my arrow? There you go. We are diverging strongly from the price. As you can see, we got this arrow here. There you go. The arrow shows us very nice divergence. Divergence is, of course, between the local highs, all-time highs, which are the higher highs, and the momentum, which is on the same level or a little bit even lower. So very interesting situation on gold, as the gold awaits to do some kind of a correction, and the US dollar awaits to rally higher. And last but not least, Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing? Daily time frame chart is not that much. It's not what we want to see. There you go. We got the pullback towards this level here, 57,500. ABC to the downside was done. Bitcoin is ready for another movement to the upside. So if we apply our Elliott wave corrective pattern, right? So we got 5 ways to the upside. Roughly maybe ABC, X, ABC, something like this might be correct. Kind of this pattern a little bit skewed, but it's still positive, or maybe A, B, and the C, or something like that. It doesn't matter, actually, it's done. It's just a question of the labeling. Now the market is ready for another 5 waves to the upside. We already made a local high, 61,328. Next target is 62,805, and then the swing high from the August 26th, 65,084 is next target for the bulls. So please stay focused, stay vigilant. Let's wait for the Fed to make a decision, and then for the press conference to see what is the actual plan for the US dollar in the nearest future. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.